Hello everyone! Today I'll be making a draw with me. Kind of different from what I usually make, but hopefully you'll enjoy it and perhaps even draw with me along as well. I do want to make more of these, despite the struggles, so I hope you do like something new. Without anything else to say, let's begin. What I'm drawing here is my OC Amber. She's from my story Fili Lunae Circus, that I just call Lunae because it's too long. I created her last year when I went to La Tarumba, a circus from my country, and also one of the best ones I ever went to actually. Not to brag or anything, of course. I've been to it twice, and both times have been so important for the development of Lunae. But today I'll talk about the first. I went with my dad the first time, and all the acts were incredible, but at the turn of the acrobats, there were these two that were wearing white pants and very pretty blue vests. I was left staring at how wonderful they looked, jumping in the air, so trusting of each other. So I created Sage, Amber's brother, to look like that acrobat with the same blue vest. And then I gave him a helping hand, of course, with a red vest instead, to make them look nice with each other. And that would be Amber. Something quite silly is that months later I met that acrobat that inspired me to create my OCs. If you ever see this, Profe Miguel, muchas gracias. With time, I redesigned the designs of the twins to make them look more Lunae themed, I guess. They don't wear those red vests anymore, but they did keep the color palette. And so far I ended up with this design that I'm painting. That's just a little bit different from the drawing that I made of them with my other OC, Sal. I usually draw them together since they are the younger members of the circus, Amber and Sage being 19 and Sal being 17. They're good friends and like to play around, so it's very fun to draw them just having fun and being silly. I really like how they look now. Recently, I've been making playlists for my OCs, each with their favorite taste in music. Record I must be crazy to do that. But I digress. Last one I made was Sage's playlist. Amber listens to most of what Sage listens to, and she enjoys any type of music really, so I don't need to make a playlist for her. I was listening to this song that I'm using in the background, Solar Waltz, and I thought, Sage would really like Gospel Sheldrake. So I went and listened to all of his songs again. I knew some already, but I didn't remember how good they were. All of them, they're just so magical and especially so unique. Please go listen to Cosmo's music if you don't know him, or even if you do, it's really wonderful. I'll leave a link to his official channel on YouTube and also a link for my OC's playlist in case anyone wants to listen to it. As for the process of my drawings, well, perhaps you can already tell, but I'm using wash paint. Huehuee if you're interested in the brand. If you don't know what gouache is, it's kind of like a mix between watercolor and acrylics. I used to paint with acrylics on my older sketchbooks. It was really nice and I really loved the result, but it was kinda hard to use on paper because I would lose the sketch as I painted. And I didn't really like doing line art before at all. Oh, and also I didn't like using glossy acrylics, and finding acrylics that are not glossy at all, it's kinda hard. So once I ran out of the paint tubes I had, I got gouache. I had been looking videos of people painting with gouache before, and I'm always up to using a new medium. So also, before using acrylics, I used to paint with watercolors, so I thought it wouldn't be hard at all for me. I was kind of wrong about that one. I wouldn't really say it was particularly hard to use. I did like how much freedom it let me have while painting, but being good at it did take me quite a while. That's just learning though. I wouldn't say I'm an expert right now, but one never stops learning with art. After the wash finally dries, I like to give the drawing some details with color pencils. This way I can add little details without having to worry about messing up with paint. Sometimes I also correct some colors with them and they provide texture to the drawing. Textures I always welcome in my drawings. I like that in traditional art I don't really have to do much to get some nice textures. In digital art it's a bit harder to get texture in drawings and make them look natural also. So mostly I just use noise for my digital art. Anyway, I also like to use some pens. I'm using a red one that I found in school. It fell from the sky, so I kept it. It's really nice. Because I'm too impatient, I always have to end up painting with acrylic some details that I just paint over with gouache. But I think it's nice because it's spread on the page, so it kinda makes it pop. Now that we are close to the end, I want to thank all of you for being so supportive and sweet all this time that I've been posting my art on social media. I never really cared for having whatever amount of followers. I quite like being a small artist actually. But I do love all of your comments, a whole lot, so thanks, truly. Well, I hope you did like this video at the end. With nothing else to say, here's the result of the drawing.
You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away each dream.